Hey everybody, welcome to Crazy Not Crazy. Well, this is episode 17.
Yeah,
We're on,
17.
So if you guys haven't been able to enjoy the last 16 episodes, you can definitely go on our website, which will link you to everything that our podcast is on. And our website is crazynotcrazy-podcast.castos.com. It's a really long website, but and you can go on there and all of our links to like our Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, what else? TikTok. That's all on there. Or you can go on each, any of those sites too, and we're on there. Crazy Not Crazy. So yeah, good.
Look us up.
Yeah.
Like, follow, share, subscribe, all that stuff.
So I have the shout outs. We're just going to kind of recap a little bit from last week. We said we do shout outs for Memorial Day and the vets and stuff.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any shout outs, but I think Laura has one.
I do have a shout out. I'm going to shout out to my brother-in-law, Dom, who served forever and is retired. So, yeah. Shout out, Dom. Yay.
Thanks,
Thank
Dom.
you.
Yes, thank you
and
for your
all the
service.
others, I'm sure people meant to, give us shout outs, but it was a busy weekend, so.
It was.
Yeah. It was it was such a nice weekend. It was so nice out this week.
Yeah, it was so
I didn't
nice
want it
having
to
4
end.
days off.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. I didn't want it to end, for sure.
So, we do have an email, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to read it, Billy Joe?
I will read the email. Let's see. So it's from Betty Siegel. So that's Laura's mom. She's a big fan of ours. So.
Yeah, you met her on episode, I think, 12. She was a guest.
Yeah, I think it was 12.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, thanks, Betty.
Yeah, thanks, Betty, because I'm reading some of this email, and thank you. This is going to be interesting. So Betty's email says she would love to see two men whose names she's not going to mention test a shock collar on each other, and also would love to see these two men wearing flip-flops with painted toenails walking through Mechanic Falls. I'm not sure if she'll get that, but and then number 3 guy testing a bug zapper with his tongue. Now this explains the Crazy Not Crazy women, which is true. It's the 3 of them that make us crazy. So,
we should have just called and asked you first.
Right. She just kind of recapped our whole couple past episodes on that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll ask those 3 men, but I'm not sure how much luck we'll get with that, Betty, but we'll try.
Yeah,
well, I know the one that zapped his tongue would probably not do that ever again.
Yeah.
So.
He learned his lesson the first time.
I think so. I think so.
If we can ever get any video of any of this stuff, though, we definitely will. And we'll let you guys see.
Yeah. I'm sure, I'm sure the men would love it if we did that, so.
That's the hard part, is getting them to do it.
Yeah. So just coming off like a 4-day holiday, I guess, or vacation, whatever it is. It was rough getting back to work today.
It was,
I had such a good weekend that I was like, and even though I didn't go anyplace, I was like stuck around home. But it was such a good weekend that I was like, I want this to be my life.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go back. I had a really hard time getting back to work today because it was such a good weekend,
And I was so tired today, too. It was very hard to get out of the weekend mode.
Even getting ready this morning, I was like, this ain't right. Like, I should still be on vacation. I don't want to go back.
I think it's the nice weather we're having, and I spent most of it outside, and
us too.
I had a good time at your house the other night.
Yes, that
was
was a very
fun.
good time.
That was fun.
Big party at my house on Saturday night. There was a lot of people there too.
Yeah.
It was funny because some friends of yours that were there, well, all of ours, but I know them through you, and they're really nice. And they were there, stopped by, but they were headed out for a dance. But they were telling us this story about at the dance they have a friend who's like newly single or something, and he was going with them, and he was like, if anybody asks me to dance, I'll dance. So side story to this, and this is going to sound a little mean, but it didn't come from me, and it's a funny story when it's all done. There's a girl there that everybody calls Fish Face. I think probably behind her back, and I feel bad because maybe she's not really attractive, I'm assuming.
Right.
Or she could be a pretty fish face. I shouldn't make assumptions, but that's what they call her, you know?
Right.
So, apparently, she had come up and asked their friend to dance, and so he danced with her and stuff, no big deal, and, you know, whatever. But the next weekend, she showed up, and because when he danced with her, she had somebody take a picture of him. But the next weekend, she showed up with an 8x10 of their picture and a T-shirt with their picture on it.
Wow.
Yeah. So the dance meant a lot to her.
Yeah.
Which now I feel bad and laughing about it too, you know, because I don't know what her situation is. So I'm really like, it's funny when you say it.
Right.
But it also
But
leads to like, you know, it even put him, like, what a nice guy to just be like, you know, I'll dance with whoever dances with me. Not thinking, like, he just ruined it for all the fish faces, you know, because, like, he's never going to want to dance with a fish face again and have someone show up
if
with,
she's
like,
gonna, be
like,
that,
you know,
overbearing about it.
I feel bad. That's a sad story.
it's a sad story and a happy story because there are nice guys out there that was just like, will just not be judgy and just
that's
just be a nice,
yeah.
like, what a nice person, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people would just be like, not dance with them or be mean or whatever, and
But you know
that's
how it
nice,
goes,
and-
though. You know, when something means more to you than it does to someone else, you know,
Right.
it's like.
Well, this is like on stalkerish level.
All right,
kind
I'll
of.
give you
I mean,
that. That's
Yeah,
right.
just showing up with
That's
your
true.
you and them on your shirt and things like
After
that.
one dance?
Yeah.
Just one
Yes.
dance?
Yeah.
This was the story. Like,
Are you
this
guys
is
sure?
No, because we're definitely sure because the whole story. When you hear the whole story, it's funny. Like, you know,
Right, it
it's
was
just
funny.
a funny story.
No,
and
I
it wasn't
get it,
meant to
though.
be mean, you know. But when you're laughing about it, you're like, "Am I being mean?" Because I feel bad for fish face, you know. Like,
Stop calling her fish face.
that's the only thing I know her by.
You can
I've
say
never
the woman or like.
The
woman with the fish
woman that
face?
they call fish face, she's like part of the story. Like, but I've never met her. I've never been there. Like, I don't know. This was just the story that they were
I get
saying,
it.
and it was a funny story
Yeah.
when they were telling us, you
It
know,
was.
because I was. But it was nice too, because it's like he seemed like a nice guy, and then he's not expecting like the girl to fall in love with him and like show up,
Right.
like
right.
they're
Not-
together,
you
you
wouldn't
know.
think that it would go to
That-
that
No, I
extreme.
get it. I
Yeah.
completely understand. He's out for a good time. Just I'll dance with any. I get it. You know,
Right.
like I'm just
Yeah.
here for a good time. You know.
Yeah.
And then you get T-shirts made and like picture frames and stuff. Yeah, that's kind
Girl.
of creepy. I get it. A little creepy.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's like a role reversal because, like, you usually feel like men, like, you hear more of men stalking.
Right.
Or maybe I don't hear of a lot of stalkers any. It's because I've been stalked so
Yeah, do you know a lot
often
of
by
stalkers?
men.
Yeah.
A lot of
They all
stalkers.
stalk me.
Well, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Why wouldn't they, Laura? Right?
Yeah, it was fun though. It was just a cute story and it was funny. So
No, that
you
is,
know,
yeah.
hopefully they all probably won't get together. These two, but hopefully they find romance someplace else.
And look at you.
Something. What? Yeah,
She's just a romantic at
She
heart.
is.
that is. Good luck to both of them.
Well, that story finally makes sense because you send me all these weird little things, and I wasn't at the party
Oh
yet.
yeah, the texts. Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to get all my stuff together, and I didn't even check my phone till I got to the party. I sit down like half hour later. I'm like, oh no, I got a message, and usually Lexi's the only one that sends me messages.
Right.
So I look at my phone and I'm like, you know, what I actually got for a message was fish face, nice gut guy.
You're like, what the hell does this mean?
I was like, I know I'm a little late to the party, but this is crazy. You know, like
Yeah.
everyone's this messed up where I'm like, fish face,
So
nice gut
backstory
guy.
a little bit. Laura, like when she gets an idea of what she wants to talk about on the podcast, she will, to remember it, she'll text Kim like random shit just to like get the list, you know, like so she can remember. So Kim gets these random shit. in
She
her
don't
phone.
have, you know, there's no paper or nothing to write stuff down, so in
Yeah.
Laura's head. She just thinks of it and sends me a message, and then I'm stuck going, what is she talking about now?
And then I was even had notes with my notes in that message because I was like, you know, I knew I wanted. It was just because I heard the story, so I
Right.
just
Right.
was
Yeah.
like, I know I'll forget, which I did forget until you just said it, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta tell that
So
one
you're reading your
because
phone, yeah.
that one
Yeah.
was funny, you know. But
we do get
That's
some
just-
good advice, though, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, and it is good, you know, somebody will say something, we should do something, or you should say this, and Laura will think of something, and my phone goes off, and
Yeah.
yeah,
then
because
it's like, oh, we'll remember that.
I'll never remember. And I gotta I'll set up the notes on my phone sometime, maybe, so I can just like take my own notes. But until then, she's my backup with my notes.
Till
That's
then,
all right.
You'll keep getting random shit texts to you, Kim.
It is funny though, some of it, you know, like I can't read some of them out right now. Well, what about that one?
Yeah. What's it say?
The elf left.
Oh, the alpha left. Yeah, this is really actually funny. Do you guys ever get your left and right confused, or
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes
all
I
the
have to
time.
do like
Stop
writing.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
think about your left or right? Like you know it, you just totally know it, but you always catch yourself looking down.
Right.
And somehow this came up in conversation at your house the other night. It was actually me and Mindy, and I was just mentioned it to her, and she looked at me and she's like, I know, and she's like, that's why I do this. Did you ever know that? Left. Your hand
Oh,
makes
yeah,
a
when it
natural
makes the
L. L for left.
Laura.
Did you ever know? I knew you had L for loser.
Well, why would you think
I
it
mean-
wouldn't be the same hand as an L, though? You know.
I just never even realized that
Or
people
put two and two together.
did L
right.
for left.
Yeah.
Is that how you do it? I would just
Well,
have to be like, okay, what one's my left and my right? But I never knew.
I see what you're saying. I
You
see.
can
Right,
do
I
she
the
see.
said
L
it
for
makes,
left.
Yeah, it makes
Okay.
an L.
I never
So
knew
we'll
that.
make an L. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So like if you're really struggling, anybody,
You just put your
here's
hands
the
up
tip
and you
for
can
the
see
week.
an L. Like, oh, okay.
If you don't know what one your left is, look for the L, and you'll know that's your left.
That's a good tip, Laura. I like that.
I never knew that. I was amazed. I was blown away.
No, that's a good one.
See, I have to do the lefty loosey tighty, righty tighty sometimes. Like if I am like, you know, screwing something or doing something like that, I have to kind of do the righty tighty, lefty loosey. But I don't know. Or if I have to think left or right, I just think about the hand. I don't know. My hand
I have a
right
scar on my right hand, so I always know what my right hand is, and it goes from like here down to the middle of my palm. It's a big scar.
So she's like looking
So
for
I'm
the
just
scar.
like,
All right, that's my right hand.
Raise your right hand. I have to go. Oh, there's my scar.
Kim's like, no.
but
no
now
scar.
I can go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
right.
easiest, you know, depending on who wants to know.
Yeah.
No, that's a
You
good
can-
idea. That is though.
So,
Good
Learn
little
something
trick.
new every day.
but the
did.
lefty loosey is a good one too.
Yeah.
Like you have to talk that. Sometimes you just gotta talk stuff in your head and
Yeah.
figure out like
I have to do that a lot, actually.
if anybody has any good tips that helps them from their left or right or how to open things. Let us know at crazynotcrazy333@yahoo.com.
Wow, she's getting good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even have to
scrolled that
look
right
to
off
read
the
that
top.
or anything.
I know. But
Maybe-
now do the website without looking at
Oh
anything.
Jesus! All right, I'm gonna attempt that, but I gotta think of how it starts first. Okay, yeah, crazy not crazy podcast.castos.com.
There you go. See, we're
Good
getting
job.
good.
I did it. Can you do
It's
it?
taken
Nope.
us a while.
Try
so
it, Kim.
Try it. Without-
Crazy not crazy. Castos dash podcast dot
No.
No.
com.
Oh, listen, we haven't had the cuckoo in
Oh,
a
yeah.
while. That's pretty good. Anybody who
we
started,
haven't- because it's been like the first couple episodes we had it, but since then,
yeah, here and there,
The cuckoo don't even want to come out when we're doing this.
the cuckoo's like the cuckoo's. We're even too cuckoo.
There's
for the
enough cuckoo going on.
Yeah, yeah, we went cuckoo. Yeah.
So anyway, Kim totally demolished the website. You totally fucked up.
Yeah,
on that.
you weren't
So-
even like. I mean, you had all the right
You had the
words
crazy,
in
not
there,
crazy.
but
Yeah.
you started out strong, had a rough.
Started out strong, crazy not crazy.
I know it. I'm just blank right now. Crazy.
Crazy.
Say it again.
So crazy not crazy,
Crazy.
dash podcast dot castos.com.
I think
Oh,
you were
I had
like
it reversed.
You had it like Castos first, and then
Yeah.
and then the
.com,
dash someplace.
I
in the
don't know.
wrong
There was a
spot.
lot of dashes and dots and every other thing.
It's all right. You did good.
right.
You know,
Keep
it was
practicing,
funny.
Kim.
I will. I'll
Too.
get it down.
I got to go back to your party because this did crack me up. There was a lot of people there
Yeah.
at your party.
Yeah,
it
there
was
was.
fun. It was a good fire. It was a perfect night to be outside. So that was really good. And everybody was just having a really good time.
Yeah.
And this just really struck me as funny. I was standing there talking to a couple people. And then you walked up, Kim, with your bag of ice. And you were just like, anybody want some?
Like you were sharing chips or something.
I know.
You know, I just thought
Well,
it was really funny.
I got my gallon bag of ice chips, you know.
Yeah.
I get them from my fridge anyways. I just let it drain out in there. And I chomp on those, you know. So I do remember you laughing at me at
I
that.
did.
And I'm just like,
It struck
Anybody
me
want
as
some
funny.
chips? Ice chips?
well, I
And
don't
then
let
it's
them
just
put
like-
their hands don't go in my bag though, you
Yeah,
know.
because that'd be
She's-
nasty.
She's assuming everybody's gonna say no because she does not
Right.
want anybody reaching into that
Yeah, she
bag of
actually
ice.
doesn't even really want to share them.
Yeah, I
but
think
she's
I feel
trying to
like
be
I need to
nice.
wash my hands first. like,
Oh no!
Yeah, like, can I wash my hands and then I'll grab some
That's why I bring my
stick
own
both
bag of
hands in the
ice.
bag,
Yeah.
wash your hands around in your bag, and then grab some.
That's how they don't get it. Like, you know, like I will dump it out like this in a cup or in their hands, and they can eat their own
Oh,
dirt
their
and
mouth.
stuff.
Open up!
You know, but nothing but my hands are gonna touch the inside of
Yeah.
that bag because I
Yeah.
chomp on that ice all night long.
Right.
Yeah,
And you
it
don't
just
want-
it just cracked me up. You know, though the way you would just come
Well, I
up
didn't
and
want to be
anybody.
rude. I got a whole bag of ice and I'm just eating it, and
Anybody
everybody's
wants some
jealous.
ice?
You know, like
Yeah,
People like,
it was nice of you to offer to everybody.
that was their
everything, but it
reaction.
did-
Actually,
People
they're
are
looking
like-
at me like, "Did she just say ice?"
yeah.
Yeah, it did strike me really funny though. You know, but it was funny. As a matter
Maybe
of
you'll
fact,
start
I
a
did.
trend. Maybe people start doing that.
I did actually. Then I ended up taking some video of you, Kim, with your bag of ice, just so you know that I'll share with everybody. Talk about
Nice.
stalking. I was stalking Kim
You're
at the
talking about
party and got
stalkers.
some pictures of her eating
Eating
her
my
ice with your bag of ice. Yeah, I always get like some good video and stuff. Like I never thought like to do stuff
Hopefully,
like
I
that.
was
but-
eating it okay because usually I'm like,
I know it was all like drooling down, like the water's all drooling down the sides of her mouth.
"Oh, I'm sure."
No,
Opening the bag.
You never know. I mean, that's what I snack on, you know. So it's like
yeah,
I like the crunch of it too.
It's
and
good.
I'm so
It's-
dry all the time that the ice chips just I love them.
It's a spot.
it is true because like it helps for the dryness, the dry mouth, and because when you're at a 4th of July big fire, no, it's not 4th of July,
Memorial.
Memorial.
We don't want
I can't
July
wait.
So now
4th
I
already.
know, you know I'm gonna eat my ice chips because I'm gonna have dry mouth at 4th of
Right.
July now too.
Yeah, I can't wait that long.
It was a good time. It was fun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. Good crowd. It's always good people that
It
come to
is.
the parties.
It's a good age group. I mean, it's like anywheres from like an infant to like, I don't know who the oldest person was. I know I'm not the oldest person there, so
yeah.
but there's
I
people
don't know
even
who the
older
oldest
than
person
me.
there
You know,
probably was.
I mean, I think-
I was probably in the top 3.
there could have been. I'm up
Top
there
three.
a little bit, but there's.
No,
I think there
no.
are people pushing 60.
It was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
my friend
sister.
Ed is like 66.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we had from
Something like
infant
that,
to
65, 66, yeah.
66. So
I
mean,
was
what a
getting
good
there
mix.
as he was leaving,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
I didn't see him.
Yeah.
I
Just
I
on
think
the
that
passing
probably
by.
was. Yeah. I think that's probably what the oldest that was there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'd have to say the young group of kids there though are really nice too. You know, I
Yeah.
mean,
Trevor and JC's friends
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are really nice.
They are a
group
good bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are nice kids. I got a chance to talk to a lot of them. Actually, one of the friends I was talking to, she was telling us that she's from Texas, so she grew up a lot there. So I was and I've never talked to anybody like that I know of from Texas. So I asked her about the rattlesnakes. I was like, "Did you see rattlesnakes when you were there?" And she was like, "That was a pretty normal thing." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, what do you do when you see a rattlesnake?" And she was like, "Oh, you just pick it up by the head and chuck it." And I was like,
Oh my
"What?"
gosh.
And I was like, "You've done that?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was
Oh my
like,
God.
a lot? And she's like,
A lot.
A lot?
Well,
If you did it more than once, you've done it enough.
Yeah,
I
I've done it
think.
too much.
you know? And she was like, well, not a lot, but she's done it a few times in her life, which I'm like, I could never, ever live there. If anybody from Texas is listening or
Yeah.
watches us or catches an episode, give us an email about that, because I was like, or a message or whatever, it doesn't have to be email, but let us know. But I was like blown away, because it was, to her, that was like
Normal.
Right.
just so
That was
normal,
just-
but I
yeah.
was like, they
Yeah.
would really do that with a rattlesnake, like
Yeah.
grab it and chuck it, like, oh,
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah, or if you have anything to share, like some cool stories that you've been through in any state that you live in,
Right.
it'd be kind of cool to hear, like
Yeah.
the different people. you
Yeah,
know.
but it was fun.
Encounters you've
yeah,
had.
yeah, definitely. It
One of
was-
the kids had caught a long snake too and had a picture of it, and I was like, Laura, he's gonna bring this over to you so you can hang
No,
out.
I think you were asking him. You were telling. I think I caught you telling him like you should sneak up on her with it or something.
Kim's all like, yeah, I
I
told
was
her to
like,
go over and, yeah.
no. I don't
I
even.
don't think
that
I
would not
said that.
Yeah,
No, you
I-
would never do
just
that.
messing
No,
around,
no,
you
you're
know.
too
But
nice.
because that would not have ended. Like I don't know. I would either like have a heart attack or go into shock, or I would like fall trying to get away and hurt myself really bad. Like it would just go bad.
I know, that's what I said too. I'm like, no, don't do it because she'll get really hurt. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, I think we've talked about
You're
that
gonna end
before.
up
Like,
turning bad.
yeah, I'm definitely terrified of snakes, and
Well,
we've
that's why
already
it
been
was
through
kinda
all that.
perfect.
Like
Yeah.
everything, you guys know all our fears now. If you want to kill us or anything, just chuck a snake
Give us
at
a
our
heart
head.
attack.
You know,
Yeah.
that
wanna
should
see us
do
hurt
it.
or yeah, scared.
No, it was definitely a good time Saturday night. The weather was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, we just had
Yeah.
it was a good start to get out and enjoy the fresh air on Memorial Weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
It was. It was
Yeah.
such a nice the weekend. I just did not want to see it end.
Me neither.
Yes.
So, but speaking of ending, I think if anybody wants to tell us about their weekend or what their plans are coming up for this weekend,
Yeah.
give us a message. You know our email, crazy333@yahoo.com. Billy Joe's already given you, and we've all given you our website tonight.
Yes,
So
yeah.
that should be easy.
Easy.
Just don't go by the one I gave you.
Yeah.
Right. You'll be a while trying to find us. If you
Yeah.
go like him.
Yes. So yeah, have a good night, everybody, and
Yes.
we'll catch you guys on I think episode 18.
18,
Yes.
yeah.
Thanks for
listening.
joining.
Bye.
Have a
Bye.
good night.